Okay, we're back here. It is October 16, 2019. The Honorable Justice Sally Gomery. She allowed the court to proceed without a court reporter in order to avoid getting away from transcription records, just to cover up the tracks of the conjunction with both of the defendant's lawyer jointly together with Mr. Jeremy Wright. He's the one from the legal department. He's the one sent somebody else at the beginning. He was the main lawyer, and Mr. Ian Spendler, he was sitting on the side because he's the one appeared on February 22nd. He was stunned. He doesn't know what's going on at the motion record. So, to make a story short, they both appear on October 16, and they have the three discoveries together. So on February 22nd, they only have one discovery, but they brought back, with the help of the trial coordinator, Mrs. Cassie Estabrook. So she ran the court without a court reporter, and then after that, she gave me she removed the court reporter judgment on the day October 16, 2019. It was missing in action with the court clerk inside the trial. To make a story short, she reserved her decision. She said she will send it down by mail to me. When I gave her my situations, I gave her the stuff, I said, look, the records speak by itself. She said, well, Justice Phillip, he could do whatever he wants. He doesn't need my permission. No, he doesn't need my permission, but he have to abide by the law as well, So what happened, it's the same situation all over again. So a week after, she sent about 8 days, 9 days, she sent me a letter to tell me I have, I have lost my case in court. I asked her, well, can I appeal that decision before, when I left? She said, well, if you want, but she waited 8 days because you only have less than a month to appeal it. So by taking 8-9 days from me, I was running desperately on time, and back again to the same one. As I said to you, motion record on February 22nd, 2019, and this one here is the same situation all over again, deja vu. So this is the one they want to get rid of, because this is the evidence. So when I appeared, all of a sudden I went and I tried to get, I appealed the decision to the Ontario Court of Appeal. I managed to do it on time, and this is how the Court of Appeal letters officially it should be. See? Both in French and in English, the top side on top, and this side here, they tell me in straight. They said the notice of intention to dismiss appeal. So what they did, this notice intention to dismiss this appeal for delay, if it is not perfected in according within the rule of the civil procedure on or before Tuesday, January 14, because it was a holiday. So they extended to January 14, 2020, because this notice is given pursuant to Rule Section 61, 61.1321, and the notice was appealed, having, been filed on Thursday, November 21, 2019. So anyway, they're giving me the extensions because it's a holiday, because you have a 10 days leeway. An extension of a time is a perfection of this appeal may be obtained by filing a consent to the parties by all the certified judges. So I have officially until the 23rd, until January 14. If so I went to, and I provided all the stuff, and this is the back of it, okay? Then I get another letter from Shah Amina, and she requested to also, see, this is what you need a certificate of completion, a change title to appeal books and compendium, and update an index to hold a certificate of completion, which is I did. The dates on this one here, January 3, 2020. So it was enough time to do it. And she was asking, I'm just going to hold it a little higher so you could see. So she is asking similar to what she's telling me at the back, and I have to send it to her before the time, which is January 14. Okay, so now we're back here. So I did send the letters to her just to inform this conversation. If it's not, they want me to go ahead and introduce them as a new evidence. Those two, the February 22nd and October 16th. They want me to introduce it in a new evidence. So when I replied back to her, I said, look, this is to inform, this is February 6th, 2012, about the motion record, the one I should be introducing as a new evidence. I said to you both before, on the phone and on the letters, it is not a new evidence. This is the part of my factum arguments, because the Superior Court of Justice, Sally Gomery, allowed the court to go on without an audio or video recorder, with one clerk. So I send it with, see this one? I send it with a register letter by post, and the back here, it's the same thing, see? 0203. So this is just to make sure they get it, only to get later on, because they want me to introduce it as evidence, and I refuse to change the stuff, because this is a part of the argument. They tamper with my record. The evidence is very clear. They tried to convince me it is not right. So look what they did. I'm going to show you the difference. This is the original letters. See? See the top corners? They removed the logos for the courts. And this is the lady who sent me the stuff here, Sandra Rioldo. And this is where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be entered into the book. Copy and entered. They never copied, they never enter it. This is how bad it is. They send me this bogus letter in order to tell me I lost in case in court. Look, what they said here, it's fraudulent letters. It said here, the appellant has not perfected the appeal of according with the rules 61.9 and has not cured the default. Also, given in evidence the rules, they given me $750. It is an order that the appeal is dismissed with a delay with a cost of $750. This is March 16, 2020. But the court was closed on that one, on that date, because what happened at that date, it was COVID-19, so that's when they closed. To make a story short, I want you to look at the back here. This is the stuff I sent them. You see this one? This is the red seal. This is how I certify my copy. And this is what they use. Look the difference. They copied that letters from me. Okay? So the evidence is very clear. Okay? So this is what it is. They used a faulty, signature. I mean, not faulty stamps. They photocopy it. And that's how they done. That's what I said. This is a body letter. They never enter it, and they never, they remove all the documents. They think maybe I don't pay any attention to it. Okay, so as you could see, everything it have to be perfectly. Whoever certified, they have to put their stamps on it, and you could see there is 3 of them. And when it's done on January 8, 2020. So I done it way before the 14. And this is when I gave them the money as well. I gave them the certified from the Toronto Dominion banks, and they requested the $608, and that's what I did. So, and the same date, it was January 9. So well before they have the money. And the same thing here again. January 9, a certificate of perfection. And this one here, it was a little bit, by mistakes. So the factum certificate. Also January 9, but I put here by accident, it's a December. So I recorrected. So anyway, it's all sent in the same time to the, to the department, and that's why those, they send me those fraudulent letters, and once I do that, it is very much uphill battle. They're trying to declare me mentally ill, but while they tamper with my record, they obstructed justice, they removed the evidence. How much a person could they take if you get 3 different levels working against you? The provincial, the federal, and the lawyers and the doctors, when they beat you up to death. They twisted you like a metal on top of the police car, all because I sent a letter to the former Prime Minister Stephen Harper, the Conservative Prime Minister Stephen Harper, requested from him to interfere on my behalf. What the RCMP did, he said, they're going to teach me lessons I'll never going to forget the rest of my life. That's what they did. They smacked me on top of the police car so bad. I lost it twice, consciousness twice, inside the car. And after that, instead taking me to the police station, they took me to the police station instead the hospital, and then they took me to the cell. I lost control again inside the cell because all the muscles from the back, it was 2,289. So this is how bad the situation, how much a person could they take. So I'm going to leave this one here. I'm going to follow up with another one so that way all the, the stuff is correct.